And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Factorio, the .115 or .15 alpha, the new one. And look at our uranium glowy, very glowy. It's kind of it's nice, little subtle glows going on in there. All right, well, I've got some wood carved out here, and I think we're going to start a bus. Not sure how this is going to work. We've got a lot of wood and stuff in here we're going to have to clear if we want to use both sides for now. But we got plenty of room up in here to get more research going. We have plenty of room. I did add the four furnaces in here. I added those because we were going to need so many transport belts that I decided put these in a little bit of a priority. And we've got some bullet damage research going on. I wanted to have these backed up quite a bit because the next research that we do, Automation 2, uses 2 at a time. And it's 40. So it is actually 80 of the science pack. So it's going to use 2 at a time. So that should drain all that backlog pretty fast. But for now, bullet damage is almost done. So we're going to kickstart the transport belts going again, bringing in a whole lot of them, 1,000 more. And let's see, let's set up the bus for this beginning part here. So, copper is coming in, iron, I want to reroute iron. I want to go north. So I think first part of this bus, we're going to route it a certain way. So I'm going to plan on having 2 belts of iron, and we're going to skip one, and we're going to have 2 belts of copper for now. So that's the iron and the copper. And then probably 2 belts of circuits, or 2 belts of green circuits. Maybe 2 belts of red, I'm not sure, but definitely green going in here, and then red going in there eventually. We're quite a ways away from red at the moment. So let's get some iron on the bus and copper as well. First, I want to plan our bus to have a little bit more breathing room. So this will be whatever we need. So we got some extra room. I know we're gonna have 2 iron, 2 copper, 2 circuits, maybe a red circuit and a blue circuit, and then who knows what we're gonna have on there. I want to leave a little bit of space for planning there, but I think we're gonna immediately move the science pack area up over to here. And let's see, let's get I'm gonna get 5 more assembly machines started. As you can see, I had to put a fast inserter on here because this makes 2 at a time. So it was processing a couple, and then it was sitting here waiting. So now we're going absolute gangbusters here. I didn't want to switch this one over because these craft fast enough to service both sides. And this side here is already backed up, and the bullet damage is just about done. So let's plan for that pop up here anytime now. So this is going to be iron. Oh, the long reach mod is so needed right now. So if this is where iron is going to come up, what I want to do is route this around here, take away that, and route this up. Okay, and then we're going to go over with it. Okay, bullet damage. Now I'm going to do automation 2. And now should have quite a lot of those things disappearing. Yeah, these things are going to drain fast probably, using 2 at a time. But that's okay. That's what we're making them for. Now for copper. Copper is a little trickier because we already have all this stuff right here. and we are researching the second automation, which uses the assembly machine ones that we just made. And they're faster. They use more resources to build and more power. So I'm hoping that our power is going to be enough. We got, roughly 1.8 megawatts to deal with right now. And it looks like this thing is keeping up. The temperature report is fine. 165°C is the maximum amount of heat that this thing can bestow on the water coming in. So I'm looking forward to seeing that maxed out and if that can keep up. If not, then it won't. That's fine. Okay, looks like everything's rerouted. Now let's worry about copper here. Where is our copper going to come in at? We're bringing it up here. I could split it right here. See, that wouldn't work. Really tight quarters in here. One thing I could do is split it right here and have half of it go up and around. I think that's what I'll do. So let's get a splitter. I'm going to need a couple more undergrounds just for fun. And the splitter can go right here. And this is going to route up. So we just have to go under here. And then through this way. So I'm going to back this off to here. And then obliterate any trees in our path. Trees must go. Okay, and then we need to underground here. And then this is where our copper is, right there. All right. So the two main items are on the bus. That's good. We have our smelting system that's we've gone around it, which is also good. It looks like, yeah, these started draining, just like I thought they would. But we're about halfway through Automation 2, which is good. Once Automation 2 is done, we're going to disassemble all of this and get it ready for prime time up here. So we're going to need a lot more iron for this process. Grab all the iron. I did add a couple more drills down here to make up for the added smelters over here. So yeah, it was draining all the iron out, and I didn't want that. Okay, so we were doing belts. We have 26, 28, 30. I want 5 splitters. And I'm going to middle click these to lock them in over here. So that way they're not moving around on my toolbar here. I did craft a radar, so let's plop that down right over here. And let's see, that should have, do we have radar coverage? We have logistics coverage, turret coverage. Don't really have radar coverage, but it should help show the rest of this. I think this is the initial area that is unlocked when you load a map. So yeah, it looks like electricity is actually hurting right now. Yeah, these are maxed out. These are both set as temperature is good. So let's try another steam engine. Okay, that is done. So I want to do bullet shooting speed. Then I'm going to take out these over here. Okay, and these are good, so I'm going to take these out. Take that out. So the rest of those will just go into it, and then when it's done, it's done. So we're going to put this in there. Hook it up. Okay, steam is going down. So, I wonder... Okay, has it leveled off? It's still going down. Let's see what our power is. I'm still trying to figure out this whole boiler system. So if we put another boiler right here, right? Because this thing can pump quite a lot of water. And that's 30, 60, so I'm going to take this one away. I'm going to put it... Well, I guess I have to go around this way with it. Because I want to take this boiler away. I'm going to put it on this one. And then let's add in some fuel. Okay, so these are maxed out on steam. Now this one needs a little bit of steam. And looks like we are good. This thing still isn't draining out of water completely. Well, this new steam system is interesting. This is interesting, I must say. Because this is getting, it's getting water that's just fine in temperature. So it's looking good. It's looking good. All right, these are done, so we can dismantle all of this. This one's done, indeed. And I'm just gonna let the rest of those drain out. Okay, well, we don't need this copper here. So I'm thinking that splitter is kind of superfluous at this point. Pick up the rest of this. Why is my iron suddenly going down? Really? I thought I had that maxed out, but apparently I'm woefully inadequate with my mining. If all of these things are going, we're gonna need to take a look at that a little later. And meanwhile, we've got a massive amount of things being built. Okay, so if we want to redo everything, let's do 5, 6, 7. That takes care of all of those. I'd like to let that finish. And there we go. No, see, stop. And then this can go away in favor of a little bit better system there. All right, so that is working out great, and I've got another 1,000 belts here whenever I need them. So let's move that system. I want 2 more of these, and I want this over here. I want to middle click that. So these are the faster versions of what we just had. So we're going to bring these back a little bit. So that's gears. Do I want 2 gears? I may want 2 gears here. Let's build it back. So there's 2 gears. And then 1, and then 1, 2, 3 there. I'm going to build 4 of those. Okay, and same sort of deal that we had last time. Gears are going to come out there, so we need iron to come in here. A lot of iron, actually. So this is going to be gears. I'm going to copy and paste that. And this is going to be red science packs. So I'm going to paste all of those. The red science packs are going to be sent out here and here. And maybe room for one more set. So 1, 2, 3, right in here. We can come in. And we're going to go up with it, because we're going to have the science center over here. As soon as these are gone, well, we don't really need to wait for them to be gone, but it's kind of a waste to have all of those things sitting there. I think we'll be able to finish off the red science. So if we look at this, yeah, we've got the shotgun cells. Fluid handling is actually red only, and it's 100. So yeah, we got lots. And also they updated it so every fluid that's added to the game automatically gets its own version of a barrel. So that is totally awesome. No longer need a separate mod to add those barrels. We got quite a bit of green science ready to go. Ooh, look at that. Mining productivity is actually one of those infinite researches. That's awesome. 1 to 3. I'm not sure what that means, 1 to 3. But we need oil before too long. And then this unlocks the red and the solar. Oh yeah, we're getting into some good stuff here. So, doing pretty good. Okay, back up here, gears. Let's see. We have iron that's needed, gears that are going to come out, and these need to pick off the belts, and these are going to put back on the belts. Okay, that's going to take a little bit. We also need to think about circuits, and I may in between episodes clear out this space in here for our circuit setup system to dump circuits into the system, because these two here, well, we need a steel, so maybe we'll have 2 here for steel, and then circuits can be this set in here. Oh, I'm glad I remembered about steel. That would have been bad. And then we need copper to come in, not there, right here. So copper can come in, get added onto the inside of this, and then gears, when they're put down, will go to the outside. So this all can go back. There we go. And that takes care of moving the red. Now we just need this system in here. So I just want to space these out, because we need to bring in resources, and we need to underground belt a lot of this stuff. So copper is going to come in right here. So, oh, did I mess that up? I think I messed that up. Yep, I messed that up. I need a gap of 2 in between all these. Oh, righty. I thought it was just 1. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm gonna scoop up all this copper. Yeah, I need a gap of 2 in between. Otherwise, that does not work at all. Okay, so let's reset this. So there's 2, there's 1, there's 2, there's 1, there's 2. Okay, and then we need this one to go away, and this one to go there. Oh, I'm I'm glad I set those back a little ways. Otherwise, that would have been very, very bad news. As you know, it's been a while since I played this game. So I'm glad I didn't set all those belts out. And I'm glad I caught that early. Otherwise, that would have been very, very bad. Okay, so we're going to bring this one up. And then 2 gap. No, 2 gap. 2 gap. And a 2 gap right there. Then same thing with this. That's where iron is going to come in. So iron, I can't go all the way out, unfortunately. So this is a lot of underground belts. Like that is iron. And then copper is going to come in right through here. Right, like, no. Oh, how did I do that wrong? I really need to do steel as well so I can build some of those steel axes. There we go. And the rest is just a simple matter of routing that stuff around. And of course it clears out all the resources that were in there, which is fine. It's kind of what we're doing this for. But yeah, I will clear this space out over here for circuits, which is a massive copper user. So yeah, we're gonna need a bunch of land over here for circuits. But I wanted to get this back up and running. These things still haven't made a dent over here, so we're just gonna keep researching whatever we can with reds to keep those things going. Drain all that stuff out and be able to move it with minimal fuss. All right, so we are going to probably expand our copper eventually, but I need to do some tree removal. So that'll do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.